Hello everyone, welcome to week 35 in our 4th grade class. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. It is Monday, May 8th, 2023, and it's also the start of Teacher Appreciation Week. This morning as I came in the breezeway, our PTSA had created a breakfast bonanza with a couple of different breakfast items for us to have, along with some coffee and some citrus fruit juice. And then we started on our day. Both of my classes today reread the shared read on the great energy debate, and we completed the fine text evidence questions, along with reviewing the vocabulary, reviewing the reading strategy of ask and answer questions, reviewing text features of sidebars, especially in nonfiction text, and also going over central idea and relevant details. So the students worked individually in completing a graphic organizer to find the central idea and relevant details for one particular paragraph in that passage, and then they needed to respond to reading based on the information they learned in that passage as it relates to the essential question on how our energy has changed throughout the years. I created this slide presentation on Canva for my students. This one is the one that I use for my afternoon class, which is my ELL class. The bulk of those students in that class are English language learners. So I gave them sentence frames with a word bank so that they can complete the sentence as they found the relevant details and the central idea for this particular paragraph, which I just took a snippet of from the text, and then I underlined some of the details that we have previously talked about and underlined in this paragraph when we were doing the fine text evidence questions. For my advanced class, they didn't have any of these sentence stems and fill in the blanks. They just had to figure it out on their own. And then this is the respond to reading question. They needed to answer, do you think it is important to know the benefits and drawbacks of different energy sources? Explain your response. They do give them some sentence starters to discuss the prompt. And we have done this a couple of times before, but I did give my ELL class, again, a closed paragraph with the word bank where they needed to find the 8 places that these words go. With my advanced class, they only had the topic sentence to start off, and then they needed to go ahead and support the rest of their answer using text evidence and ending with a satisfying conclusion sentence. That is what we ended up doing for today in both classes. I'm exhausted. It's been a very long, exhausting day. I know it's like we're getting to the end of the school year. We only have 4 weeks left. So it's a challenge, especially since I know the students are all excited for summer. They're done with their state testing. But I'm trying to figure out how to make learning fun and engaging starting next week, since I already planned for this week. And I just want to finish this unit that we had previously started so that they take this Wonders assessment on Thursday. And that'll be like the last Wonders assessment that we take, so that the last couple weeks of school, we're going to dedicate it to a novel. I'm thinking of doing Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief because it's very engaging and the students always like the story, and anyone that's interested can continue reading the series throughout the summer. So that's what I am planning for next week, so stay tuned for that novel study. I'm going to try to use some activities that I used in the past, but also think of different things that I can do that are different and unique and innovative to grasp the students' attention. So obviously thinking about how can I incorporate it into like a Nearpod lesson, since I do have a cart with my own computers now, since we got new computers at the end of the school year. So now my co-teacher has the cart that we've been sharing, and now I have another cart with 25 new computers. So I can actually plan some Nearpod lessons, plan some game activities that we can do involving the book, just as a quick review, maybe reviewing vocabulary, reviewing important information that happened in the book. So looking forward to that, so stay tuned. But for this week, we are wrapping up our Wonders, Unit 6, Weeks 1 and 2. And we're not going to complete the rest of Wonders because I think at this time of the year, we should do something fun and engaging that'll get the kids excited to come to school, find out what we're reading. We're going to do it as a shared read. And I am going to encourage parents to buy their children their own copy of the book, since I don't really have a class set. And those students that don't have, I'll just have some extra copies that they can borrow in class that I'm going to purchase myself. All right, so that is all that I have to share for you for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello everybody, we've made it to the end of the day on Tuesday, and I'm trying to catch my breath because we just finished our faculty meeting at the end of the day. and I had to come back to my classroom to do this clip. And also I forgot something that I need to take with me, some food that I ordered this morning. But anywho, today the students continued reading from Wonders Unit 6, weeks 1 through 2, which is text set 1. Today they read the anchor text, Energy Island, and went ahead and completed some activities to go along with it. So including doing a selection test, which my homeroom did, and the graphic organizers that are in the Reading Writing Companion. My Block 2 class, which I started with this morning, didn't completely finish reading the story. They were working on a do now assignment that I gave them on a passage on robots that I got online, which I'll show you tomorrow if I remember, because right now I can't find it. But they were working on that and we reviewed it, and then we started reading the anchor text. Tomorrow they'll finish doing that and reading the paired selection along with my block 1 as well, so that on Thursday they can take the assessment. So during our lunchtime today, I went into the teacher's lounge and it was a new cowboy themed teacher appreciation surprise. There were a whole bunch of cowboy hats with bandanas, and inside the bandanas, which were tied up, were snacks. So in my bandana, which I got the light blue, which is one of my favorite colors, I had a Sun Chips Harvest Cheddar along with root beer can and a Rice Krispie treat. Actually, I have some footage from that. Let me share it with you. Today is another Teacher Appreciation Day, and I just wanted to show you what was in the hat. So this was all tied up with a piece of yarn, and inside was a nice little baggie with some snacks. So some Sun Chips, a Rice Krispie treat, and a root beer, mini root beer. So super cute. And we were told to wear the cowboy hat tomorrow for the teacher luncheon. So thank you so much to the PTSA and our administrative team for thinking of us and coming up with these cute little ways to show appreciation. And that is basically all that I have for today. So I'll share with you what happens tomorrow, Wednesday. Boy, has it felt like a very long week, and it's only Tuesday, but I'll see you then. Hello, have made it to the end of the day, Wednesday, and my homeroom this morning worked on the robots passage that my block 2 worked on yesterday morning, and I do have a copy to show you. So this resource comes from Rachel Lynette, and I got it from TPT, so I'll try to link it down below in the description box. But they have the passage here. They had to find a summary. They had to work on possessive pronouns. Then they had to look at the word robotic and find out what it was not. They had to look at context clues to find a synonym, correctly use have and has, and add suffixes to these words to complete these sentences. So that's what they worked on this morning. Then we also went ahead and finished up with our anchor text, and we didn't quite get to the paired selection. So I need to find some time to do that tomorrow with them when I end the day with them tomorrow. But my afternoon class, my block 2, did get to not only finish the anchor text and work on the selection test for that, but we also read the paired selection, which incorporates mythology. And I'm very excited because starting next week, we're going to start our novel study for Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I already sent some messages in Dojo so that if parents are able to, they can purchase a copy for their child. If not, we're just going to be projecting it on the whiteboard and making sure that students follow along. We're going to be doing shared read and different novel study activities, so I'm very excited about that. So right now I'm going to put on my flannel shirt back on and my cowboy hat because it's time for the Teacher Appreciation Luncheon. Here is my little getup for today's luncheon with my flannel shirt and my cowboy hat and the bandana. So let's go ahead and have some lunch. The dessert table.
The happy teacher.
Happy Teacher Appreciation.
Hello, we have made it to the end of the day. I am so exhausted, and also behaviors. It's the end of the school year. Everyone is getting excited for the summer, and I find myself telling the students multiple times, please be quiet, please focus on what you need to do. No, don't bother him. No, don't say that. And today we were taking an exam, the Wonders Unit 6, Weeks 1 and 2 assessment. And for the most part, I have a couple students that finished. Some of them didn't finish because they had to finish the test for Unit 5, Week 5. So tomorrow we'll continue with that. And today I got another Teacher Appreciation Week present from a couple of my students. So let me show you. Also, during my planning time, we went to the Teacher's Lounge and it was time for our trail mix treat. They had little barrel mugs that we could fill in with our choice of trail mix ingredients, and I have mine right here. And it was really nice to have that from the PTSA, and of course the backdrop that they have. They had it yesterday during our luncheon, and they also had it today in the Teacher's Lounge. But from the students, I also got a couple of different things. So here's the little wheelbarrow, or sorry, not wheelbarrow, but barrel mug. It's a plastic barrel mug that I got filled with cashews and chocolate chips and granola with pumpkin seeds and cran raisins, and I think that's it. Yeah. So my student, one of them, brought me some roses today, and he's been bringing me different little things each day. His mom is so amazing. And then in this Target bag right here, I got a little plushie that one of my students gave me yesterday. It's a little polar bear dressed as a blue axolotl. I love stuffed animals, and this was from Five Below. So cute. Another student today got me this adorable little llama in this beautiful aqua color, which is my favorite. And this is another gift from the student that got me roses today. This was from yesterday. They got me the lavender vanilla foam hand wash and a lavender vanilla candle from the aromatherapy collection at Bath & Body Works. That was super sweet. And like I was saying, in the Target bag, I should say, the students know I love Minecraft so much. So one of my students' family got me this huge allay with the little wings. Oh my god, I love allays. They're like little blue fairies in Minecraft. They were added in 1.18, and in 1.19, they're able to duplicate with amethyst shards. Beautiful. I just love stuffed animals, so my kids really know what are the different things that I really love. So special thank you to all my students and their families. I have other students that have given me so many nice, beautiful notes and messages and cards that they made themselves, and I am so appreciative of all that. So my friends, that is all that we did today. Both classes were working on that assessment. Tomorrow they'll wrap it up, and we'll do some fun reviews through some review games, just going over those assessments. All right, so that is all I have to share for today. I am a very, very tired teacher. I can't wait to go home. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello, we have made it to the end of the day Friday, and I just finished planning for next week. It is close to 7 o'clock. It's actually, no, it's 6:24, but it's late, even though the light is out. But I am trying to get ready to go. Today, the students were finishing their reading assessment and then working on a Mother's Day poem assignment that I had them do as inspired by a poem by Sandra Cisneros. This is an activity that I do sell on my Teachers Pay Teachers. Let me show you. So this is what the resource looks like. And it comes with the brainstorming questions that the students can think about before they start writing about their mom, and the frame that is inspired by Sandra Cisneros' poem, along with one in Spanish, and then as well as a blank sheet of paper that you can print on color paper for students to write their own poem. I don't include the original poem by Sandra Cisneros because it's not my poem, but you can find it online. So this is what I show my students, and then again, this is the little frame that they have, and then I have it in Spanish. And then what I did is I also showed the students an example of the poem that I wrote for my mom using that frame. So I have it both in English and I also have it in Spanish so that the students have an idea of what to write. So that's the main important activity that the students were working on today so that they can write those poems and give them to the moms this Sunday for Mother's Day. Now, right now, I am so excited because I have been planning my novel study for Percy Jackson for next week. And my lesson plans are done. I put them on my Google Keep, and I created these activities for next week that I'll share more about as the students work on them. So this is one of the original covers for the novel, and this is one book that I have. And then for day one, students are going to do a reflection on the essential question. They're going to watch a video to meet the author. He talks a little bit about the series. And then in the middle, they're going to do a double entry journal for each chapter that we're reading on Monday. On the back, they'll draw a little sketch or symbol that represents something important that happened in those 2 chapters. Then on Tuesday, we're reading chapters 3 and 4. So for this activity, they're going to do some annotations. So I put 4 different boxes of 4 different annotations to make, and in the middle, they'll draw a quick sketch or symbol that represents something important that happened in that chapter. Same thing for chapter 4. Then we're back to the booklet on Wednesday for chapters 5 and 6. So in this case, they're reflecting on chapters 1 through 4, writing their predictions for chapter 5 through 6, and then doing their double entry journal along with their sketches or symbols for each chapter. Then back to the annotations sheet for chapters 7 and 8. And back to the booklet on Friday for chapters 9 and 10. So again, they're doing a double entry journal and the little sketches. Really happy that I came up with this right now, which took some time, which is why I'm leaving late today. But it is all ready to go for next week. And that's all I have to share with you for today. I forgot to mention this morning when we came in, our PTSA also had another nice surprise for us, a little treat with bagels this morning. So I grabbed myself a plain bagel with cream cheese and made it upstairs. And it was so nice of them to have done all those special little treats for each day this week. And I really appreciate it from them and the administration. That is all that I have to share for this week. Next week, we'll be in week 36. Wow, we're winding down to the end of the school year, and it will be here in no time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.
Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.